What's going on, guys? Mike here from the house, from the Battle Axe, the strongest gym in Miami. Sorry, it's early in the morning, kind of. It's 9:30, but I need my Viking sleep, and I haven't been sleeping well for days. I finally got some, so bear with me and my crusty face. Some of you may know I was actually blessed and honored with the visit from Juan Carlos Heredia, Spain's strongest man, Champions League competitor in Europe. Found me online, came over to the gym, and basically I was training with one of the strongest men in the world in that sense. And I was just like went from 6 to noon. It was completely amazing. First of all, the dude is insanely humble, very likable, um, just classy guy all around. Trained with me, showed me some tips, and that was kind of the thing I wanted to share with you. Some of the stuff that I've been learning from not only my friends like Nick Brewer, who's strongman, a beast, uh, and peers, but also I guess you can call world class athletes in the sense that they've trained around the world and competed, and now they teach in strongman. Um, which also the thing with strongman is like a, I hate to say it really, but it's like the MMA of strength. You have to be fit, you have to be strong, you have to be a power lifter, you have to do some bodybuilding stuff, and then you have to carry odd objects and giant stone balls. Take it easy. And one thing that he was talking about is, one very common injury in strongman is torn bicep tendons. And so we had been discussing this, and I asked him because he had partially torn one last year during the Portugal competition, and he was saying that at one point he was training really hard at the gym as far as bodybuilding stuff or accessory work. He said he wanted to look more full and like not only look better but obviously be stronger and work on some hypertrophy work. Um, and this was, he said, a few years ago that he started doing that, and last year he just, he kept hurting his bicep till finally it tore. And one thing that he did is that he poked my bicep, and he was just like, this is just too stiff, too hard. And I, I don't know how to say this without sounding ridiculous. I poked his bicep, and it felt soft, not necessarily weak, but soft. Now we're looking at a man who's doing yoke carries for over 400 kilos, flipping 400 something kilo tires, 140 kilo log presses for reps. I mean, this is world class at the peak of human strength. And to the touch, it wasn't a big deal. The bicep was not even, I mean, it was nothing. And he was saying that one thing to do, this was his tip. You guys, take it for food for thought. You don't have to do this, but it's something that, came from another strongman's ideas, was during the off season, obviously, he does hit the weights and the dumbbells and a lot of like accessory work. But when he starts timing himself only for strongman, maybe 8 to 10 weeks out, he focuses mostly on event training. He almost completely stops accessory work and he focuses more on event training. Of course, I have my accessory day. I don't go really hard. I do high volume. That's my idea. Lightweight. I don't do biceps much. My biceps are pretty beat up anyway. But I do therapy work. But it's a good idea. I think that he's onto something in that sense. Obviously, when you're in season, you do focus more on events. I do focus more on events. Not only events, but I do focus obviously a lot more on events. Maybe two to three events, 2 to 3 times a week. Um, but it's something to consider when you're out there training for something like strongman. Your body just takes an ass whooping. It's like Elliot Hall says, it's not a sport that anybody cares about your one rep max. It's a sport that you have to endure pain. That's it. It's how much pain you can endure. But that doesn't mean you have to train like a numbskull. You have to find your own ways and your own method. So maybe one thing I'll do is take it easy on the accessory work. Maybe obviously continue this idea of high volume and low weight just to get blood flowing in my joints. And maybe be a little bit more fluffy, but I'll try. But it's something, food for thought, something you guys can take home with you. Um, and I'll continuously try to answer some more questions. The strongman is a growing sport. I'm not saying I know everything and anything, but I know some stuff, and I know people who know a lot more than I do. So I'll probably be. Look at my traps, man. That is gorgeous. It's like fucking Bane in the house. Alright, I'm gonna relax. I do these without shirts now because it makes me feel better. Is that weird? It's not. Because I like looking at myself without a shirt. So, whatever. Be my friend. Low self esteem. So, I'll be answering more questions on that. Just different things. Little small changes that could actually just really help you. Not only in technique, but suggestions on food. And I'll be bringing all this stuff out mainly right now for any kind of athletic training, but obviously for strongman because that's something that I'm doing at the moment. So thanks for tuning in, guys, and I'll see you. Hey, make sure to Google me. Totally gonna plug myself in here. The Battle Axe Gym. Support it. Strong as fuck. Do it. Cheers.